Folks, welcome to Pasadena, California, and the beautiful Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. This is a setting so beautiful, so perfect, it almost looks like a movie set. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, two forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the UCLA Bruins. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Buckeyes will kick it away to get this game going. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So the UCLA Bruins offense making their way on the field to open this game. And here comes that star wide receiver, certainly one of the focal points of the offense, one of the best in college football. He has that kind of, yeah, I'm him aura. I'm the best player on the field.
The field, right? This guy crawled out of the bed, thought he was the best. He's confident.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The Bruins will have to kick it away. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Oh, and he's got some space here. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. But you talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. The Buckeyes offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Pitch to the back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes the grab. It's Bush. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll run it here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Tackle made after just a short gain. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He missed it. Field goal, no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Oh, right there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. 1st and 10 play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. There's the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Hold it. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. He hands it off from the gun. And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Yeah, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back through a pick-6 in the last possession. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Across the 40 now. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down after a big gain and a 1st down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Tried to go very deep there, good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. UCLA offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
A handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away.
Number 10, on to punt it away.
No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession was his old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Makes a quick catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks with a first down gain.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be a...
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Ohio State 14, UCLA 7.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the UCLA offense takes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And he's tackled after the catch.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
An important third down attempt for this offense. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
The Bruins will line up to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And the back now goes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. And the single back takes the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but not for 4. A solid gain on that pass. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They flipped into the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Can they pick up the first on the ground? The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
Well, One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass here on second down. He'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And now another deep ball here. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner choosing to field this one. And the returner will be brought down. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical into line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Oh, it's incomplete, a rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Looking for his back. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
QB to the tight end for a completion. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense is still clicking. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That makes the score Ohio State 35, UCLA 7.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th, but they can't convert this 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Big impact play by the special teams. The special teams touchdown, potential momentum-changing play in this game.
But that was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you could see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Can he take it all the way? And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the UCLA offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Handoff here from the shotgun. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead.
Kick is good.
Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score Ohio State 56, UCLA 7.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Ending off on the draw play. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominated at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Bringing pressure. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. The Bruins will send the punt team onto the field. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Fielded near the 20. Returner is brought down. Gets it started with the next drive. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run. Blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. And the defense wraps him up. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. And the Bruins will send their punt team onto the field. And that sets up a return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great...
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. And out comes the field goal unit.
Number 13 on the field goal.
And that one's straight down the middle. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Still no answer for this offense. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. He's running out of time here. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this. You can catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
The Bruins will line up to punt it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner is brought down.
And the Ohio State offense will take over.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They'll start the drive here with an end around. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Checks this down to the running back. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
1st and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Bruins will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at... And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Hold it.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the catch. It's Furtado. They're able to get him down. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to out.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The Buckeyes will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. See if he can make something happen with the return. Good effort by the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. They got him down out near the 40.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And here's the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Third down coming up after that running play. And they'll try the jet sweep here. The Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down here.
Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that first down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
Here's the option play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Caught quickly. Gets some space around the 30. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball at the 22.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
He makes the grab. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Touchdown. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Picks up 2, so it's second and 8.
Tackle on the play at the 22-yard line. Second down coming up.
Give it to the back again. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. He's brought down, but it...
Ready
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Touchdown, Ohio State, and the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of...
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Gain of 1. Brings up
2nd down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Finds his target. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. And as we take a break, we'll take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the 4th quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him down out near the 40.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
And they'll use the ground game here. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. It's an option look. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's complete downfield. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
1st down for the offense.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Looking for a deep completion. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Touchdown, Ohio State. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Hands off to the left. Moves the ball up to the 30. Second down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. The pass is caught, but they rule him out of bounds, so it's incomplete.
Yeah,
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Makes the grab. It's Bush. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the 1st down.
Tough running there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Here we go.
And there's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
He's found some room at the 45. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy?
Here's a shot toward the end zone. First throw from the backup, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
The pass rush closing in, trying to extend the play. He's on the run, launches deep, and that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the
and he lofts it toward the left sideline. It's incomplete. The defense. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.